38.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long... Hey, alert. 53, Mike. Yo. Let's go.
Now it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Get up! 180! Check 53. Alert! Check 53 is Mike. Check. Smooth.
I smell fear in that offense.
On first down, Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. A give to Cohen, he heads right. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
Alert! 53, Mike. Here we go. Let's go.
3rd and 2, now Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's right, baby.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Watch the screen.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Good.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 51 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Sponge. No. Check four. Alert flare.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Check 53's mine. I'm coming after you.
They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen taking it in, and the Bears have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken short. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
The 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Mayfield on 1st down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but now Mayfield lost the football. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Alert, 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 alert.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Watch the run.
Now Trubisky to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And he puts it through.
That ties the game, 14. Austin Seibert to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
At the 29-yard line.
You draw portraits.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Too low, cut. Check.
Lock in, lock in. Man, up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
53, Mike, 53. Watch the pass.
Hey, ball.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go, baby.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now it's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, Cohen. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Mike, 53.
On third down, Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
He's coming. Hurry! He's coming. Double up. 50 seconds to march.
To throw, Mayfield steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Kevin Pierre-Louis on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Kings. Mike 57. Hey, defense, let's go. 57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm coming for you, son.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down.
58. 180. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Regular.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
180. Hey, alert.
Mike's 57.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. On 2nd and 9. Trubisky, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 92 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Bears 24, Browns 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Kevin Pierre-Louis able to run it down for a loss of a yard.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
57 to Mike, 57 to Mike.
King.
On first and 10, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Here's Mayfield. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's third and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Big stop, let's go.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Throwing now is Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 27 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for the Browns. 64 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Let's get off the field, D.
They run. This is Cohen. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, wahoo!
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
I got him.
53 is the mic. 53.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. That's complete right side to Gabriel. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Get in the weight room.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
1 last shot for Mayfield here. Out to his left. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles.